Hello, welcome to Laura's View in Tarot 2. I'm glad you're here. Today's date is Wednesday, May 25th, 2022, and our topic today is parenting. Nikki in the UK asked if we would consult the cards and see if the universe has advice on parents and how they can raise and protect their children in these chaotic times. I thought it was a good question and worth looking at. Now, before I do this read, I will do a little plug, not that it's ever needed, for Tarot by Janine. I know she did a deep dive Friday several months back about parenting. I didn't listen to it because my children are grown, but I'm sure it has good information, so be sure to check hers out. I'm going to do the read and then I'll watch and see how our cards differed because it's a different point in time. And I may phrase the question differently, and we'll see what the universe has to say. So our question to the universe is, what advice does the universe have? What should parents know about raising little ones and protecting them as much as possible in these complicated times? So it's kind of a global question. We'll limit it to children under age 12. Okay, so what the universe has to say. 1 second. Card 1 is Judgment. Card 2 is 6 of Swords. Card 3 is the Hermit. Card 4 is the 2 of Cups. Card 5 is the 2 of Pentacles. Card 6 is the 8 of Pentacles. And the last card is King of Cups. One moment, I'll be back and we'll talk about those cards. Okay, parents, let's see what the cards had to say. The situation for parenting today is indicated by the Judgment card. The Judgment card usually involves self-assessment, evaluating the job you're doing. For anybody who is listening to this video, for my query to ask this question, you're already doing that. You're saying, how can I improve my parenting? What can I do better? What am I doing right? And those are good questions to ask with a little gentleness for yourself. Because your job as parent, this is a card, look, he is protecting at least 2 people, looks like a child and maybe a woman. And these cards were made, hundreds of years ago. So don't blame the stereotype, because the protective energy can come from both male and female. And so your job as parent is to steer your child out of troubled water. Okay, it doesn't mean they're not going to be exposed to those problems, but you help guide and direct them. He is guiding and directing this boat. That is your job as a parent, to provide guidance and direction. Now, the Hermit can often signify needing a break, especially taking time away from social endeavors. And so I feel like what it's saying here is, don't just prioritize play dates and extracurricular activities. Prioritize time with your child at home and just feel free to enjoy them. You're in partnership together. You're a family. You're raising your child, but your child is part of the human race and is meant to be enjoyed and guided. You won't be able to protect them from everything. They're going to be exposed to good and bad. They're going to get choices that are good and bad. But if you have them well grounded, that they know you love them, that your love is unconditional, even if your approval isn't always, and it's not good to hand out trophies for everything, okay? It is good to love abundantly, but you don't have to approve of. If there's misbehavior or a mistake made, loving correction can happen. Now, the clarification cards. This is a card that talks about skilled labor, okay? And he is taking pride in what he's doing. Parent in a way that, as much as possible, you can be proud of the job you did. at the end of the day. Do your best with each of your parenting situations, with each of your children, do your best. Now, doesn't mean your workmanship will be perfect, but you can sleep a little better at night knowing that you tried your best. Okay? The King of Cups is the final clarifier. He can be a little bit tricky, okay? And certainly our kids are going to have to learn how to discern truth from lies, right from wrong, good from bad. They're going to make mistakes like we all do. But with your guidance and knowing that they can come to you with those things, it's going to really help them to do that. Another thing that the King of Cups is good about, though, is emotional intelligence. He's in charge of his feeling and control of his feelings. And this is an advice card for parents. So I would say, here's a phrase: if you don't know the difference between being a responsive parent and a reactive parent, he is one that's advocating responsive parenting. That doesn't mean, again, that you approve of everything, but instead of reacting, you learn how to respond to your child. And that is a skill that I didn't have when I was raising my own children. I freely admit I made a ton of mistakes. I did the best I knew how, and I know I did a better job than the way I was parented. But I am not advising this as an expert in any way. But I do think control of your emotions and your feelings is important. Okay, it's your job to control yourself and to set that example for your child on how they can control themselves. And that's it for this read. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And parents, no one's going to parent perfectly. Do your best. And like I said, you'll sleep better at night knowing that you tried your best, and not expecting perfection out of yourself or your child is going to help too. Okay? And raise good humans. We need them. Thank you. Good night.